What's going on, everybody? Thanks as always for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft, where we always appreciate it when you come and hang out upstairs with us. Do me a favor, guys, in the live chat. Give me a microphone check. Let me know how the audio is sounding. I had to switch over to a different streaming service, so I want to make sure that you guys can hear me clearly on your end. Always nice to see you guys. Was not able to do a Multicade Mondays last night because last night my son and I went and saw the new Godzilla X Kong movie, and it was so ridiculously stupid fun. That's the only way you could look at that movie. You can't take it seriously. I mean, hell, anyone who takes these movies too seriously and expects them to be like the Dark Knight type movie, you know what I mean? Where it's more of an epic film versus a ridiculous movie, right? A ridiculous popcorn flick. You're out of your freaking minds. We're talking about giant kaiju monsters. The last movie literally had a three-headed dragon from outer space that breathed lightning fire. Like, come on. Like, what do you expect? The only way to keep moving forward is you're going to give King Kong his power glove. You're going to give um Godzilla, his supercharged powers. I mean, come on. I mean, what do you expect? You expected this to be like, all like grounded and down. How can you make a grounded movie about freaking Godzilla and King Kong? How can you do it? It was so stupid. Let me tell you something though. The worst part about the movie is the whole human plot. I'm not going to give away spoilers, but there's several plots in the movie. Godzilla's got beef with this guy, Kong has got beef with Scar King and this guy, you know what I mean? And those beefs were actually more well done than like the human element of like honestly, they could have just gotten rid of all the humans. Like there was no reason to have any like minus human beings running and screaming, going, ah, as they're getting stomped on. Like minus that, there was really no reason to have any like human characters in this movie. Like you understood everything that Godzilla was doing and no, they didn't talk. You understood everything that King Kong was doing and all the other giant apes and no, they didn't talk. They just kind of like grunted and motioned towards each other, which is, kind of like what probably gorillas would do, right? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, that was the extent of the conversation. I would have lost my crap if like these guys actually started talking to each other, like, King Kong and the other giant apes. It would have cracked me up. But go see it, go enjoy it. Just turn your brain off for 2 hours and enjoy the ridiculousness of gigantic monsters smashing the Great Pyramids and all that other kinds of stuff. I actually I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was so stupid fun. It definitely like the plot line that involves the humans is terrible, but just enjoying just watching a bunch of monsters beat each other up was totally worth it to me. It was worth the money. My son also watched it as well. Michael B is never right. Michael B is never right. He doesn't know anything. All right. So let's see here. What do we got going on here, guys? We got a number of items I want to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of AtGames stuff. AtGames coming out of the woodwork this week, giving out all kinds of information and updates. We're going to read and respond to some of these announcements they've made. I mean, whatchamacallit, I'm sure the team over there found out that I was doing a live stream and I was going to talk about it. They sent out the marching orders. They said, everyone start making videos, try and beat P-dubs to the punch, tell everyone how great all this is. But we're going to tell you what's good and what's bad about these recent announcements coming out from AtGames. We're going to talk a little bit about my arcade one-up 1943 cabaret mod. I thought the mod was done, but in the whole history of modding, here's a question for you guys. Are you ever really done? Are you ever done? Is there always an opportunity for improvement? Is there always ways you can make it better? We're going to do a couple things to make it even better, and then I'll sell that thing. It's never done until it's out of my house. Also, we're going to talk about a brand new light gun hitting the scenes, which I think I'm kind of excited about. I'm just a little leery about the price. And we're going to be talking about all that tonight and more on. Wait, this isn't Multicade Mondays. What day of the week is it? What day of the week is it Tuesday? Welcome to Titanic Tuesdays. Did you guys even see the transition when that played? Let me know. Oh, you guys did see it. Okay. I can't see it on my end. It didn't play on my end. Testicle Tuesdays, Titanic Tuesdays, Tuesday Night Thunder. Like, we got to come up with a new show name if we're going to do this on Tuesdays. Um, yeah, Titanic probably not a good idea. Titanic Tuesday. Well, it's because I got Titans on the brain because I just saw Godzilla. That's where all that's coming from. All right, let's get your chat on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hi to who's here in the live chat. If you want your shout out, speak now, forever hold your peace. That way we can get this stream started. Pretty interesting news coming out this week. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. On the heels of April Fool's Day and Easter. Oh my goodness. All right. Titular Tuesday, multi-tap Tuesdays, $2 Tuesday. There you go. Welcome to $2 Tuesdays. All right, here come your shout outs now. Let's take a look. JT is here. Quentin, Conti Dina, Jason, Little Alien, TiVo, Mitchie B, Koifish Gaming, Ritual Dello, Scott Share, Fraz, Toxin's here. Quentin's here. Jason's here. Calvin Wong, Stardust, Scotty B, Calvin Wong, King Ed AV, Scott Share, Ray De La Torre. Sounds like a professional boxer name, doesn't it? Ray De La Torre. Koifish Gaming, I may have said hi to. Zero Cool is here. What's up? Remy, Zero Sleep, Chris Langs is here, Prince Vinny, Ritual Dello, Mitchie B, Biggie Fries, Danny Davis, JR, one of my all-time favorites, TiVo's here, Danny Z, another one of my all-time favorites, Hazo's here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for moderator promotion. That's right. We keep our eyes on the live chats. We see who's here consistently, who's participating, who's a positive influence on the live chat, who likes to have fun with you guys as well as me. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big shout out to Hazo? Hazo has achieved the power of the wrench. Hazo, next time you put a comment in the live chat, you will see you now have the glorious powers of YouTube live chat moderation. How about a big shout out and congrats to Hazo? Once again, he has stepped up in the ranks in the Loft Army. By the way, guys, should we bring back the Loft Army? I don't want to separate my content via a paywall. I don't want you guys to have to spend money to see my content. I don't want to have to do that. YouTube pays me. You guys don't have to pay me. Like, YouTube pays me pennies on the dollars. Like, I don't think I need to do that. Literally, I don't. But if you guys want the recognition of the Loft Army, let me know and we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. Hazo has the power. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. There you go. Hazo, he has the power. There you go. Oh man, what a week. I'm out of breath here, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of YouTube memberships. Like, I tried it for a bit. If you guys remember, we consistently had over 100 members on this channel, and I was charging the bare minimum. I was charging 99 cents for a YouTube membership. So that's $100 a month, right? So out of $100 a month, YouTube takes their cut plus taxes. I would walk away with like maybe 25, $30. So A, it wasn't really beneficial to me, but also B, like, you have to like set up like, okay, I'm going to do something for members, like giveaways or streams or give member only streams. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of a pain in the ass to try and even find time to do that content for members, like member exclusive content. But also to me, members is kind of like Twitch. You know, Twitch has got, they call them followers or whatever, and these other ones like Kick and stuff. Like all these streaming services on social media, it just seems like it's something for people who kind of do it full time. You know what I mean? Like, if you're literally like, I only go live like once a week, do I really need channel memberships? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like, it's more for like, that kind of stuff is more for full-time streamers that really engage and do lots of streams, multiple streams weekly, multiple members only events. And I don't have the capacity to do that myself, but hats off to anyone else out there who has that kind of thing. Whatever happened to the arcade? There was no such thing. That's the funny fucking thing. There was no such thing. It was all a bunch of crap that people put together to get clickbait videos. There was no such thing. And if there was such a thing, I sure as shit wasn't in it. But thanks so much, David, for the question. I greatly appreciate it. Man, you know what's funny too is, and that cracks me up, is, you know, when I see people call me a shill or they call me something stupid. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was dogging on Arcade One Up 3 years ago before dogging on Arcade One Up was cool. You know what I mean? Like I was the one who everyone else was making videos going, Arcade One Up is the greatest thing in the world. I was the one going, Pac-Man 40th is a 4 out of 10. It's a piece of shit cabinet. I was the one making those videos. I was the one speaking up for the community, making sure that other opinions were heard. Yet I was a shill. I'm still called a shill today, like an Arcade One Up shill when I hardly ever make Arcade One Up content. And on top of that, like I make like one Arcade One Up video a month, maybe. I'm called an Arcade One Up shill, and the people that call me a shill every other day are making Arcade One Up videos. Every other day are posting on their community tabs. Hey guys, this Arcade One Up is on sale on this website. Go fucking buy it. Like, well, who's shilling Arcade One Up? Is it me or is it you? The guy calling me a shill. Isn't that hilarious? Like, you literally every single day tell me what Arcade One Up is on sale and go to this link and go spend my money. I never do that. The only time I'll share a link like that is if it's like Amazon, because I might make like a nickel if you guys click on the link. It's hilarious. This community, man, it never ends. It never ends. But we're detracting. We want to have fun. What is the name of this show? I forget the name of the show. It's Testicular Tuesday, guys. So get your fortitude ready, because you know what? We are going to talk about Arcade One Up right now, which is kind of funny, but it all kind of relates to a mod, which is what Multicade Mondays is all about. Now, I don't know how many of you guys actually got a chance to check out my 1943 Cabaret mod. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. We took this crappy Arcade One Up Pac-Man Plus. Arcade One Up Pac-Man Plus. Yeah, I know. I should turn my hat around, right, guys? I should turn my hat around. We took this crappy Arcade One Up Pac-Man Plus and we turned it into this beautiful 1943 Cabaret. I posted the video on Easter Sunday. I'm actually pretty proud of this thing. But if there's one thing that I love is when people give me feedback, right? We can always do better. I could always be a better YouTuber. I could always be a better modder. You know what I mean? Like I could always be better, right? Like you should be willing to accept feedback, right? So reading through the comments on the video, there were a couple people who pointed out a couple of flaws with my particular mod, or not really flaws, but really they're like, hey, if I had done this, I would have done this, right? Like just suggestions. And I'm totally open for that, man, because nobody's perfect. So the first suggestion has to do with this right here. So if you notice on the right here, the coin door, right? There is a K bar that starts like right here and it goes to like right here. It's like really on the border behind here, it's behind the kick plate. So because of that, I didn't the fuck. Hold on a second here, guys. Hold on a second. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Me?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a show.
I didn't put myself in here. You put me in here.
You joined. What are you doing?
I was in the background, minding my own business.
You were in the background because you came in. You walked in the door. What are you doing, guys? How about a big shout out and a high five to Carl Detroit Love right here. Speaking of which, Carl, you know what, Carl? It's actually a good thing you're here, because when we get to the light gun conversation, I think this is going to excite you, because there's something about you're into light guns right now, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I showed up. I'm like, hey, he's talking about is that the rifle you're talking about?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about some stuff. No, it's something different. All right, but let's get through this. So I had a number of people commented who they actually own this arcade. Keep in mind, this thing came out like a year and a half ago, and they were actually able to get the light up coin doors installed on this thing. I didn't want to have to deal with drilling through the K panel and stuff like that, but they said if you measure it just right, you'll be able to get the little light bulbs in just underneath the K bar. And I'm like, okay, cool. So all right, so this project's not done. Now I'm going to add a light up coin door, because everybody wants a light up coin door. Everybody wants a light up coin door, right? And then on the front of the arcade, because originally I had a 60-in-1 in here that unfortunately, I hooked up the 60-in-1. I wired the 60-in-1 up. And these are those little test buttons for the 60 and 1. And I noticed they're a little crooked here. That's kind of funny. I noticed that I had some so the 60 and 1 1943 runs like ass on the 60 and 1. You don't believe me? Go play it on a 60 and 1. The sound is horrible. The emulation has all kinds of screen tearing. The 60 and 1 board, unfortunately, has a number of games that just run poorly on it, right? And it has a number of games that run fantastic. So I was like, crap, now I got to switch to something else. And because I'm already wired up for JAMA, I switched to the Pandora's Box King of Air. That's what I did. Anyway, so we got to fix the front of the arcade, according to the people, the feedback I got on my videos. So we will be adding a coin door, and and some people said they didn't like the black on top of the. This is definitely what I want to get the feedback from in the live chat. We have our what do you call wood, our faux wood here on the kick plate. And remember, the Pac-Man Plus had that light up Pac-Man panel. I took that out and just swapped in another plain black panel that I just took off of another arcade one up in my home, like another junk one that I use for parts, right? So I just stuck this on here. And I had viewers, a couple comments. They said they didn't like the black on top of the wood. They wanted the on top of the cabaret wood. They would have preferred it to be, something different, right? Well, I'm not going to change that. I mean, I could buy some wood vinyl wrap. Pretty cool. She Lion actually sent me a link to some that I could order, like little wood trim vinyl wrap where I could just cover it myself and not have to like order anything from anywhere. It's like pretty cheap, just like off Amazon or some shit. But honestly, here's where I'm thinking it, and I would love the opinion from the live. Hold on, Carl. I would love the opinion from the live chat. Let's see if I put a picture of it here, because I ordered something and it shipped today. And view, group by date modified. Here we go. So I ordered a 1943 sticker, which I just found this off of Teespring. So the sticker looks like this. This is 1943, the Battle of Midway. It's like half of this, right? And I figure I could just put, I'll take those buttons out because those buttons look weird, and then cover the holes for the buttons with this sticker. And this red 1943 Battle of Midway sticker might stick on there. And I think that might look cool, right? It might look cool. And that way I have like another logo of the game on the front of the arcade versus, putting even more and more artwork on it. So we might just go the sticker route, or we might not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the live chat. Should we go with sticker, or should we actually wrap that black piece in the faux wood wrap, the faux wood vinyl? Or should we just leave it as is? Just, make sure we take those yellow buttons out. Should we just leave it alone, right? Let me know what you guys think of the live chat. Unfortunately, I appreciated everyone's feedback in the chat. So, Carl, what'd you think about about all that stuff?
Yeah, it looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was into modding.
What are you talking about? I've been doing mods for years. Conti says black is okay. David says use electrical tape. I love it. I love it. Sticker it, and then cover the panel with printed coin door. Use all black vinyl. There you go. Yeah, we're going to put the coin door on. Like, I didn't know this, but we have one man to blame for all this, I think. We have one man to blame, and that's Laramie over at Retro 530. Once he came out with these quick and easy light up coin door mods, like, remember he was doing like a 3D printed coin door,
right?
And now he's actually doing a full on plastic injected molding. You know what I mean? Like it looks just as good as like the one that Arcade One Up does, versus the 3D one you could tell was 3D printed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless, so here's what's funny is, now that stuff has been out for a bit, well over a year, it just seems, am I wrong, live chat? Everyone expects a light up coin door on all these mod projects. Carl, you won't believe the number of comments I got on my video where people were saying you need to add a light up coin door. You need to add a light up coin door. You get rid of that Arcade One Up sticker. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh man, I wanted to be done. I'm already over cost on this project because I didn't, I had to buy the 60 in one kit, and because that didn't work out, then I had to switch to Pandora's Box, so I had to buy new stuff for that, and I was like, I'm already over budget. You know what I mean? It just seems like if you don't put a light up coin door, the whole mod is ass. You got to have the light up coin door. Carl, what about you, man? You have all those Wave 1 arcade one-ups behind you. How many of them? I see one behind you has a light up coin door.
Yeah, well,
Huh.
that's a real coin door.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's the X arcade coin door.
yes, I have a real coin door on Galaga and on Street Fighter. So Street Fighter has the double coin door.
Yeah.
So the only coin doors I have that's full are on the Killer Instinct, right? That one is
Mhm.
functional, lit up. And then I have the Blitz there. So Blitz has
Mhm.
the full coin door that didn't have the lights, but I bought the light kit to light that up.
Mhm.
I do have Tulsa Arcades. I don't know who's texting me. I do have Tulsa Arcades coin box over there on the what's the one here where asteroids, the Tempest, right
Mhm.
behind me, but I don't have the lights in there yet.
Mm. Okay.
So I'm a big fan of coin doors. I think they all should. Anything comes out new should have the coin doors for sure.
Yeah.
Forward not.
I know, guys. I was already over budget. And have you ever been like working on a mod and you're like, I'm just done? Especially if it's a mod where you created it and then you had to take everything apart and put it back together again. Like, haven't you been like, I'm done. I don't want to keep going. But yeah, we're gonna have to bust out the drill, put in the coin doors and all that stuff. Get about
There's
a
no
dozen.
budgets. There's no budgets with mods.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, look, everyone's telling me here in the live chat too. You got to add the light up coin door. Okay, we will add the light up coin door. Keep in mind too, guys. I wasn't going to keep this one. I was building this out of curiosity, and then I was going to sell it on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace because I just don't have room for more of these multicades in my house. Keep in mind, I got my sit down vertical extension cabinet. I have all my other multicades, like all those games that I could play on there. I already can play, so it's kind of redundant, but it's something I wanted to do. I wanted to see, what would these arcade one up cabaret cabinets would look like if they weren't just Pac-Mans. You know what I mean? And I don't know, guys, do you think arcade one up should make more cabarets, but maybe make them the deluxe without the riser? You know what I mean? Like it'll be the same height, just without the riser. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you want more cabarets out there from arcade one up. Um, me, I'm okay with it. I like the shape. Carl, what'd you think of the shape of the cabaret cabinets?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of them personally.
Hmm.
It's just not. Again, it's just not something that's part of my nostalgic history, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I just don't have enough experience with them to even wonder. The only thing outside of the traditional
Hmm.
cabinet shape that I even was a fan of, I like the cocktail tables when I was younger. You go to Pizza Hut and you play the cocktail tables.
Oh
Though
yeah.
I've never had an interest of owning one, right? Arcade One Up came up with a few models that were cocktail tables, but I have no interest. I do like the barrels when people make the barrels and make them into an arcade cabinet. I like that look. I think that would be cool in a bar, in a home bar. But again, it's not something that I was interested enough to purchase. But I like the idea of.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's funny is the only cocktail machine I have in my house right now is I have that cocktail night moves pinball machine. And I love that thing. I don't think I'll have that sit down pinball machine.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll ever get rid of that thing, man. I love it. It has a much slower gameplay than a stand up pinball machine, but it's still super fun to play, in my opinion. It's got great music to it. I mean, it's got night moves music to it. It's hilarious. But
Now, where's that? Where do you house that at?
that is in our big living room downstairs, like where the big TV is and stuff. So
Okay.
it'll eventually get moved into the new arcade whenever I finish renovating. I got painting, I got flooring I got to do. I got so much to do, Carl. It's a mess. It's a mess. All right, so that's what's going on with 1943. The mod apparently is not over. The mod continues. We'll throw a coin door on there. We'll fix that. What is that panel right above the kick plate? Is that the J panel? Yeah, we'll fix that J panel. and then hopefully we'll have the approval of the viewers to move on with our lives. All right, so we're going to be talking about a new light gun that's available now for you guys to pre-order in just a quick second. But before we do, next project we're going to do, we are going to again. I told everyone my commitment this year is to get all my mod projects done that I've been talking about for years. So I put it on the thumbnail. We are going to do our quick, what should hopefully be quick cosmetic restoration to our Primal Rage arcade cabinet. So let me grab here a little footage for you guys. So if you guys remember, we picked up Primal Rage and we love this thing, but our Primal Rage does not have the beautiful side artwork that you can add. And also, I had the viewers vote, Carl. I said, we need to change out all the T molding on this thing. What color should we go with? Should we go with blood red? Should we go with that yellow to match the buttons? Or should we go with like orange, to match the reptilian skin on the arcade? And the viewers voted for blood red, so I ordered all new blood red T molding, which I have downstairs. But we got a little bit of body work on here. There's some holes and there's some holes and dents and dings and things like that we got to get fixed, and bondo and sand, and after that we can put on the new artwork. But minus that, the artwork and the T molding is really all this one needs. It doesn't need anything else. So hopefully that's just like a Saturday project. You know what I mean? Like hopefully I can bang that out in one day. So plus I got to clean up the interior because I still haven't cleaned all this up. It needs a good cleaning in here. It's pretty dirty. So that'll be fun. Are you guys excited to see
Where'd you pick this up at?
I picked this up. A guy down in Tucson who runs an arcade was selling these, so I picked this up for I think it was $500, and everything works like mechanically. The monitor, everything had no issues. The only issues are cosmetic issues on this one. So we're gonna clean it up, make it look nice, make it look brand new. Yes, it's nice when they're beat up because they look, and I got to paint the coin doors and stuff. It's nice when, they look beat up because it gives them that personality, but I want it to look brand new. And I'll beat it up after I make it look brand new. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna fix this bad boy up, guys. That'll be the next project. After that, we are going to wrap up the Wico Big Top pinball machine. Again, that one just needs a paint job. I've already done. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is what we're gonna do, Carl. Take a look at this. So this guy right here, he's got the blood red T molding and he put on the side panel artwork. And my goal is to make mine look like that. See how cool that looks? I have the T molding and I have the side panel artwork already. I ordered that stuff from Escape Pod Online. Not the T molding. T molding I got somewhere else. But I got the artwork from Escape Pod Online. So I just need to put everything on there. But I got to do a little bit of body work to the cabinet. And it's got some holes in it. Looks like someone ran into it with a forklift. Does that make sense? So yeah, there you go. How heavy is it? Oh, David, it is not light. I have to move it around on a cart. So yeah, it's a little heavy. Yeah, so we're gonna get it cleaned up. Thanks so much, guys. Glad you guys are excited about it. Trev, what's up? Trev he's got real arcades in his house too. Trev's got a nice little collection as well. He shares it on my Discord, which, by the way, guys, make sure you join my Discord. That would be super cool. Everyone say why? Because we're about to start our next game of the week. I didn't get a chance to create a fun little image for this, guys. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me. My life has been pretty hectic. But so our last game of the week was Popeye in my Discord, and we had a great time playing Popeye. And because you could play it on whatever device you had access to it, and all you had to do was take pictures of your high scores and submit it. The next game of the week is going to be, drum roll, please. The next game of the week is going to be Kangaroo, the arcade game. That's right, guys. We are going to be playing Kangaroo, the arcade game. I kind of gave people in the Discord the early advanced heads up. So Kangaroo, I've recently just fallen in love with this game, Carl, and whatchamacallit. And I'm just really, really enjoying this. Sometimes these games you skip over. Sometimes if you actually give them a chance, you find out how crazy awesome they were back in the day, right?
Yeah, Kangaroo is pretty fun. It's a pretty
Yeah.
fun game. I'm a vertical guy, and so
Yep.
I always try to have at least a nice list without being overwhelming of games
Yes.
on my cabinet. I hide most of the other ones, and Kangaroo is one that always makes available in my favorites.
Yes. So
It's
again,
a
this
tough
is a
game. It's a tough game.
yeah, so this is a game that I only ever played on emulation until recently. I've been able to actually play it on the original hardware, and the original machine was absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. I wouldn't mind picking up a real Kangaroo arcade. I think I'm going to add that to my real list of arcade machines to own this year. Maybe I can track one down. What's really cool, Carl, I've had a couple of viewers already message me links to Kangaroo arcades that are being sold across the country. They're already, you guys are awesome out there trying to help me spend money. My wife will hate all of you and pick up a Kangaroo arcade machine, right? But yeah, we're gonna play Kangaroo. So all you have to do is join my Discord, play Kangaroo. I don't care what system you play it on. Whether you have original hardware, whether you have it played on coin ops or whatever. And when you die and you have your high score before it leaves the screen, make sure you take a picture of your high score. All you have to do is post that picture in the Discord, because unfortunately that's the only way for us to track the leaderboards, and we'll get that done. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna start that as of tonight. That's right. It'll just go ahead and do it tonight. I'll post something in the Discord tonight, letting everyone know. When it comes to pinball, we're gonna do pinball next week. It's too hard to do these every single week. You know what I mean? Like it's getting really hard to like try and do a game, an arcade game and a pinball game contest at the same time. Even though the pinball is easy because like Zen Studios pinball tournaments, like they do all the tracking for you, Carl.
Right.
Like all you have to do is set up the tournament and they track everything, right? But still, like I feel like I'm being pulled in 100 directions. So we're probably going to switch it up to a pinball game. I don't know. Give me a couple more days on the pinball game, guys. We'll get it set up though. Whoever scored the high score on the Thing pinball, they're going to be receiving a Thing action figure from me. So I got to reach out to the winner. I forget who the winner was off the top of my head. But I ordered off of Amazon. I ordered this prize for the winner. Let me find my orders.
And while you look that up, have you? What if you consider doing like alternating weeks where you do a game of the week, video game of the week, and then the next week you do a pinball and alternate?
That's what I'm thinking about doing, because I got so much going on. It's hard to manage way too many things. So I'm thinking
Yeah,
like one week we do arcade, the next week we do
yeah,
pinball, that
that'd be
kind of thing.
manageable.
But yeah, so classic Kurt action figure. This is going to be shipped out to the winner of who won our Thing pinball tournament. I just got to go double check who it was. So there will be prizes and things like that. I've already actually had a couple of modding companies reach out to me, some of your favorite aftermarket modding guys, and they want to sponsor some giveaways for our tournaments, which is cool. So we got to get that set up. Um, and they also want to sponsor some giveaways for. They want us to do a 20,000 subscriber giveaway special. So maybe we'll get some sponsored giveaways for that as well. So more giveaways, more ways to earn stuff coming soon. Make sure you guys hit all the buttons, subscribe, join the Discord, all that kinds of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, played on the 2600. I don't care, but I'm pretty sure most people played on the arcade version. He wins the Ron Jeremy action figure. Hey, what should we do for the next pinball game, guys? Let me know. I've had requests for people to do an FX3 tournament. Do you guys want to do a tournament on FX3? We did a pinball FX game. We did a pinball M game. And for the next pinball game, do you want it to be an FX3 game or do you want it to be an FX game? And which one? Let me know in the live chat which one you guys think you're really really good at, and you can steal the prize. But yeah, look at this. Is there anything cooler than a kangaroo with a boxing glove? I mean, come on, Carl. I mean, it's kangaroo.
Yeah, I never seen the. I never got to a level where you get that little pink. gorilla, wherever that thing is. Going up against. That that explains my level of expertise with it. That was one of
Garfield?
those games. That was one of those games that you played because the game that you came to the arcade to play was being occupied by someone else that wouldn't get off. So that's how you discovered a lot of those other games.
Yeah, but I like it, man. I really like Kangaroo. It's a mix of it's like if several arcade games had a baby, Donkey Kong, Popeye, others, it would be Kangaroo. You know what I mean? So, it's like the best of all these worlds. So let's do that right here. All right. You want to talk light guns now, Carl?
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah, because we got a lot of AtGames stuff to cover. So let's get through the light gun stuff, guys. So
Now, someone had a
negative
question while you pulling it up here. Now, I'm not sure what's the ALUM. I have a ALU, but what's the ALUM? What is that?
AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini, the
Okay, I'm
the
sorry.
Tetris one back here.
Oh no, I don't have the mini. I just have the regular ALU. I think I have the ALU 2.1, the one with the interchangeable side panel. Is that the 2.1? Sound right?
Hmm.
You have the original ALU, right?
Yeah, I have that's all three right there. That's the original. Oh wait, God, it's mirrored. I have the original right there. That's the 1.1,
Okay, you're right. So you had the
and
1.1.
then
I had the 2 point whatever, the one that has
yeah,
the clip
1.2,
on side art.
1.2, I think.
Have you seen the one I have with the clip on side
Yeah,
art?
yeah, that looked terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's buttered up so you don't even see it, but it's a little weird.
Yeah. Did you get the plastic pieces to put on the side to cover the art, and it kind of presses it flat against there?
No, I never did.
Oh, yeah, they sell those separately. There you go. All right, so let's move on with our lives here, guys. So we have our how many of you guys are familiar with Retro Shooter? I know, Carl, you like Retro Shooter, right?
Absolutely.
So right here, just some video for the background here. So Retro Shooter, this is our like right here, I have the Retro Shooter running in the arcade one up using the Best Buy conversion kit. Turned my Terminator 2 into a Retro Shooter arcade with like 100 light gun games on it. Well, Retro Shooter today, Carl, I don't know if you missed the news. They announced today they have a new gun available for you to purchase, which will work with the Pandora's Box 10, as well as 10th anniversary, as well as their Retro Shooter console that's already out. And check this thing out, Carl. It's an actual machine gun. You ready for this? Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's pull this up. Wait, hold on. Let's get the chat off the screen. Ah, wrong one. All right, we're going to play that again. And then I'm going to show you a video here and we're going to react to it. Come on. Did I make it mad?
Yeah.
Well, screw it. Here, let's just play this.
Yeah, the MX-24 submarine. Yes, I did see that.
So this is So this is their new machine gun. I have this link for this in the video description below, and this is going to be a limited run. They're not going to make like 10 tons of these over a gigantic course of time. So if you guys are interested, you could go ahead and place your orders now for this gun. Now this gun is going to retail for it's going to be a hefty price tag. We'll pull it up here shortly, but you're going to have your your joypad, your D-pad, I'm sorry, in the front of the gun there. That's that blue piece. And this gun goes fully automatic, as well as, are you guys getting audio?
Audio from what? This video is muted.
This video is muted. All right, hang on. I got too much stuff going on here. All right, let's get this off of here. Let's try this again. All right, let's just watch the video because he explains everything in the video. Let's check this out.
Here is the Retro Shooter MX-24. This is a compact submachine gun, and it is sweet. We put our internals into it, and we added a couple of features that some of you will probably really like. We added an extra button for PC users. It can be pressed and held for an exit, and it can be programmed for another button if you'd like. It's also got our rocket launcher down here, or your bomb button, and we added a D-pad to the front of it. So the D-pad won't be this color, but we wanted it to stand out so you could see. So you can use this to navigate through the menus on our console, on the Pandora 10th consoles, and on a PC. We've also got it set so that you can change from player 1, 2, 3, or player 4.
Nice.
So there are some extra features on here. We have added our orange tip to the end so you can screw on a lens if need be, the wide angle lens. And the internals of this gun, I think a lot of people are really gonna love. So we kept the solenoid, which is tucked in back behind here, and there's a steel rod that runs through that actually activates the butt of the gun.
Yeah,
so when you pull the
check this
trigger,
out.
it does kick back into your shoulder.
Isn't that cool?
So much fun to use. You can, of course, switch from fully auto to semi-auto very easily. And this button also is on the other side of the gun as well. You can see we also have a second option for those of you who are using this gun in an arcade, an entertainment center. This is just a...
Yeah, this one right here, odds are most people are going to get the first gun option. Like, even if you do plan on using this, like, in your arcade, like, I'm not going to permanently mount this gun to my T2 cabinet. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you'll notice on the video, right underneath his right hand, there's like a mounting bracket where you could like mount this thing to your arcade and stuff. Like, I'm not going to order that one myself. I did place a pre-order, guys, and I placed a pre-order for the other one, the one that just, you know, has the same wire as the retro shooter guns. That way I could use it on my television, use it on an arcade machine, use it anywhere I want. But I'm just going to kind of skip ahead here because he just shows a lot about mounting it to an arcade machine. If you did want to permanently mount one, I mean, that's the one for you guys. But right here, I want you guys to hear a little bit more here at the end here.
What we're doing is we're only going to run a limited quantity of these, and we're going to do a pre-order initially. And it'll take about 20 to 25 days, 20 to 30 days for it to ship out. And then we use express shipping worldwide with these guns as well. So if you are interested in picking up one of the MX24 options, we have a 1-gun, we have a 2-gun pack, and then we have the arcade pack, 1-gun and 2-gun as well. We recommend that you hop on it as soon as you can because, like I said, it's going to be a limited run, and it does take a little bit of time to make these up. But yeah, this gun is...
Yeah, so what he's basically saying is if you look at the gun that's in the background on the ground, the guns are exactly the same. They're plastic guns. You know what I mean? They're just the same plastic guns. But the gun in the back has got thicker cabling. It has a mounting bracket, and that's more for if someone wanted to put these guns on a commercial arcade, or if you wanted to go that far, like in your own little custom DIY build, right? Because obviously the thicker padding around the wires will keep the wires from being torn or damaged from kids or things like that. If someone used it in an arcade, that kind of stuff. Versus the home version, it just has, you look at his right hand there, it just has that very thin normal cable, right? So there you guys go. So that's kind of what he's going with. What do you think about those, Carl? What do you think? Are you liking it? Because I know you like.
I definitely like it. I definitely like it. First time I saw the video saying when you shared probably about half an hour ago, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool because I'm in the group in Facebook, so
yep,
they shared it, and I don't know. I'm thinking about pre-ordering it, but I hadn't pre-ordered yet.
Yeah,
I'm curious about the weight. I didn't see where it said, how many, because the regular retro shooters are pretty light, right? They're pretty light. I'm thinking this would have to be, and it has that steel rod in there, so it's going to have some weight. I would imagine.
Oh yeah, it should have a little bit. And what I love too is, like you said about the rod. So if we kind of go, if we kind of take this and make this larger for the viewers, the fact that this rod right here not only does it activate the solenoid here, which is when I watched this, I was like, oh, there's going to be a clicking sound here, right? When I first watched that video today. But then when I saw that they actually had the rod go here to the stock of the gun, to the barrel, to the butt of the gun here, and it started going in and out, and it will vibrate against your shoulder. You know what I mean? Like that, I thought was really cool. Like that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look here. So again, these are expensive, guys. So one gun by itself is $200. This is the one that I ordered today myself. So just a heads up there, I did pay for one myself. This isn't any kind of sponsored bullshit. I want to check it out. What's really cool is I already own the retro console, right? So because I already own the retro console, I don't need to like buy the console again. You know what I mean? This will be plug and play and it'll work with your existing Pandora's Box 10th anniversary edition. Or if you have the retro shooter console, it'll work with that. But also, too, you'll notice it comes with the PC hub right there. So, Carl, can you tell people about how easy was it to set up retro shooter guns with your PC builds?
Yeah, I mean, the setting it up, it basically just makes it a mouse, right? So
Right.
it's pretty plug and play. I already have that hub, so I wish I could buy this without the hub, right? Because I don't need two of
Right.
those. But yeah, the hub you can plug in I'm sorry, two guns and two pedals, foot pedals. So yeah, I love these shooters with my PC. I don't have the Pandora's box that you have, so I don't have any experience with that. But from the PC, obviously with the PC, you have to have your own image, and there's tons of free images out there, or you can pay for hard drives or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think everybody should have some type of light gun in their game room somewhere.
I like what David put here. Rainbow Six, baby.
That was one of my favorite games.
Yeah. So I placed a pre-order today, guys. I hopped on it instantly. I was like, okay, I need this in my life. Right here we have a great take a look at these photos right here, man.
Yeah,
I mean that right here. That looks. I mean, we got metal components, not plastic.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
that looks pretty good to me. Like that doesn't look like a cheap, overpriced squirt gun, does it?
Right. No, that looks like it's going to have some nice weight to it.
Yeah. I mean, take a look at that. That's some solid construction we got going on here, guys. All this metal and shit here. Like, that's making me feel pretty good about it. Start, D-pad, reload, bomb, free use, trigger, recoil selector, auto semi. And what's really cool, Carl, is I could just unplug the handgun from my T2 downstairs and just plug this right into the console, and I can play some of the games with it.
Right.
Although I think honestly, I'm going to use this more for a PC build myself. I think I'm going to try and play all those modern shooters that you've been playing, Carl, instead of the retro ones. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
and this rifle would definitely be nice with the more modern guns like Jurassic Park and things like that. I mean, obviously it'll work with anything, but yeah, I do stand there with that handgun. Like, boy, it'd sure be nice to have a rifle. So this is something I'm gonna have to decide tonight, because otherwise I may miss out.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing too, man, is let's be honest, guys. They put in some FOMO in their Facebook post today, and in that video, they're like, "Look, guys, we're not going to make that many of these, and when we do make them, it's going to take us 3 weeks to build them before we ship it to you. So you're going to get it within like 30 to 45 days, something like that. But we're not making a ton of these, so get them while they're hot. You know what I mean? Like they put a lot of FOMO behind it. Me, because I already own the console, like I was all for it, man. I was all for it. I was like, because I don't have to buy the whole 2 machine guns plus the console. You know what I mean? Like it was just
Right, and you get the pedal for the PC. So
yeah. I mean, $200 and 200, in my opinion, feels like a fair price for what you're getting for this.
Oh yeah, when you can compare that to Gunfoy IR, you know, that's half the price out the gate.
And it's got 3 buttons there that you could use for start bomb or assign it for free use. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention this. These guns will come with
a ton of fun to.
Wrong button. These guns will come with. They'll include Retro Shooter, the 4 infrared system.
Oh wow!
So the 4
that's a whole
IR,
new set.
yeah, the 4 IR sensors instead of the 2. So the
Oh,
gun
you
should
mean in
be
the lens and on
yeah.
the gun. Okay.
Yeah, so instead of getting the 2 sensors, you'll get 4 with it, I believe, when I place my order. So that's pretty cool.
Well, let me. I'm want to make sure I'm reading it right. Are you getting the sensors for your TV, or they're saying the lens inside the
Oh,
gun
the
is for
sensors for
the
the
four?
TV. The sensors for the TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that wasn't in the picture. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it's 200 for one. It's 200 for one. If you want I don't need more than one myself, but if you want to get more than one, get more than one. I mean, I'll probably be the only one playing it besides like maybe my wife on occasion, and we just take turns. You know what I mean? So that kind of stuff. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Carl. I had you minimized down in the
Oh, no
corner.
problem.
All right, so that's what's going on. What was I going to tell you? So that's what's going on with the light gun stuff. We got a number of AtGames items that we need to talk about. So hopefully you guys.
Well, I just want to come here for the light guns, so I'm out.
That's it. You're out. You're out.
Yeah, I saw you coming in at 9. I said, let me come in for a minute and say hello
Oh,
to everybody.
well, there you go.
All right. I didn't mean to interrupt. I stayed in the background. You brought me in. I was just gonna.
You popped in, man. I saw what was up.
All right, brother.
So,
I appreciate you.
All right, big shout out to Carl. Everyone, go check him out. Subscribe to him. Detroit Love on YouTube.
And stay tuned and tune in to the Super Game Room dudes on this Friday night.
This Friday night. Well, yeah, we'll be doing a show without Nostalgia. He's got another family reunion.
He's got a big family.
He's got a big family.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, there you go. Ah, there you go. Good old Carl, man. Good old Carl. He totally crashed the stream. I'm sitting here all of a sudden, whenever someone joins your stream, if they have access to your software, you hear a chime in your ear. I'm sitting here, I was doing my thing, and he jumped in and totally threw me off my game, man. It surprised the hell out of me. He crashed the stream. All right, so all kinds of craziness going on with AtGames this week. So I honestly thought they were trolling us. So let me just put that out there. I thought they were trolling us. Big shout out in our Super Game Room, not our Super Game Room dudes, our officially unofficial AtGames Facebook group. You guys definitely want to join that Facebook group because, in my opinion, the official 4K Facebook groups are complete and total ass. So you guys definitely want to join the real deal Facebook group. So that's the officially unofficial group. I went ahead and I just put that link in the chat below. Make sure you guys join that. Now taking a peek here. So for starters, guy in the group shared a bunch of pictures of Dinosaur Dynasty. He received his Dinosaur Dynasty. In fact, he received Dinosaur Dynasty number 9. Let's take a look here. I want to get your guys' opinion on this artwork and all that stuff. So he was excited about receiving it. I mean, I talked to the guy before in our Facebook group. I asked him, why he pretty much ordered Dinosaur Dynasty instead of like waiting for like a Jurassic Park or something like that to come down the road in the future. And he said he really liked the Magic Pixel games, the Natural History Pack, as well as he said his favorite game was The Last Ice Age, which I agreed with him. Out of those 4 natural history pinball games that have been released so far, in my opinion, The Last Ice Age is the best one. You guys can let me know in the live chat which one was your favorite out of the 4: Amazonia, Exoplanets, the dinosaur one, Dinosaur Dynasty, or The Last Ice Age. I thought The Last Ice Age was best. And honestly, the Dinosaur Dynasty machine, and we kind of talked about this on some other streams, it just looked like a knockoff, like the Kmart version of a Jurassic Park machine, right? That was some of the commentary I made on my videos. It looked kind of like the the Diet Coke version of a Jurassic Park pinball machine. I was like, if you had just gone with a Last Ice Age, a blue and white, just like glaciers and Ice Age, like pop and table, probably would have looked better than this. Because this to me just looks like a Jurassic Park machine that is missing the Jurassic Park logo right here. I even teased him. I said you could buy a Jurassic Park sticker, stick it right there if you want. But he knows I was only kidding. But I'm not going to knock other people's opinions. He really loves this machine. He's very proud of it. Although this isn't my cup of tea, I'm excited to see that he received it. I saw someone put in the live chat he got number 9 out of 10. I don't know how many of these sold. The only thing I could tell you is I heard rumor from AtGames insiders that they didn't sell very many of these. So, I don't know how many of these actually sold, but hey, at least they're fulfilling orders. And let me know. Let me get your chat on the screen here, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the artwork and all that stuff. Let's go like here. There we go. So, in my opinion, it just like I'm just not a fan of this one at all. I think if they had gone last ice age, put a big ass instead of like a T-Rex, which we've seen 1,000 times over, like on Jurassic Park, just put a big ass woolly mammoth here with like blue and white clouds and the ice age and the characters like the other characters that are in the ice age. I think there's like there's an elk and stuff like that. I think that would have just popped more. Like it would have really popped the way that that Peanuts table pops, right? The way the Peanuts table pops. This just looks kind of ho hum to me, but he's excited about it, so I'm happy. I'm excited. He's excited. Does that make sense? You got Triceratops on the other side. I mean, they did what they he couldn't get around to the other side of the machine here to really get us a good picture, but we got a nice little shot of the topper here, and it's just it's the same thing as the Dinosaur Dynasty logo, just the two dinosaurs just screaming at each other. I will admit, if there's one thing that surprised me this year is AtGames doing all the custom speaker grill covers, and with this one kind of being like a claw going across the speaker. I think that's kind of cool. I like what they're doing with all the speaker grill covers, but I really got like not a ton of positive stuff to say about this myself. I just, you know, I guess with all the work that Magic Pixel has done for them, they had to give them a table, right? They had to give them something. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing for my partner as well. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Oop, let's go right here. All right, looks okay. I don't think it's horrible. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's just kind of I didn't say it was ugly. I just it's a little, like boring. You know what I mean? It's just to me, it's a little boring. Does that make sense? So yeah. Yeah. Glad to see that some people like it. We have Jurassic Park pinball at home. Last Ice Age is a great table. Wish it was Jurassic Park. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if AtGames does a Jurassic Park theme with Zen Studios based on the Zen Studios Jurassic Park games. I would be down buying it at a discounted price. There you go. A dinosaur dynasty is a hereditary rulers of a country. A dynasty is a line of hereditary rulers of a country. What the hell is a dinosaur dynasty? Um, I think if Sam's Club gets the 4K machine, it will be a version to sell to a wide audience like Marvel or Star Wars. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, that would make sense, Scott. I mean, the retailers are going to want something on it that's going to move units before they have to clearance them out. So there you go. So that's what's going on with this thing is, we talked about this last week that some people were excited about receiving their Peanuts, which I did a video on Peanuts because I was so impressed with what they came up with. I think they did a fantastic job with Peanuts. Dinosaur Dynasty, to me, it's just kind of meh. But if you like it, you like it. You know what I mean? You like it, you like it. That's up to you. Duck Dynasty, let's go. All right, and then we got some interesting news from AtGames. So, really interesting stuff. So, they kind of let us know that the AtGame. Well, hold on, we gotta walk this back. We gotta walk this back because where's that Facebook post? Where's that post? All right, so here, check this out. So this I thought April 1st is the last day you should post like a company announcement because people think you're full of crap on those days. People think you're pulling their leg, you're making a joke. April Fools. So AtGames posted this yesterday on all their social media. Now, when I saw this myself, I honestly thought it was an April Fool's joke. AtGames says, hey, we're shaking things up. We're not doing pre-orders anymore. We're now going to do pay in full purchase model. Starting April 2nd, which is today, guys, they're no longer going to offer pre-orders on future products. They're only going to operate on in-stock inventory. And that way, you place an order, it's in stock. The item will ship out within a week. And, well, with AtGames, it'll probably be within 2 weeks. We all know AtGames history. and then you'll receive it. Now, this kind of reminds me of the days pre-COVID, like the days like right before pre-COVID, 2018, 2019, like before the whole COVID infrastructure kind of collapsed and the whole supply and demand stuff like went nuts. If you guys remember, like companies like Arcade One Up and other people, even AtGames, they always had product in stock ready to order. Like we weren't doing like a ton of these pre-order bullshit, right? That kind of started during COVID and has continued onwards. In my opinion, I think this is good news. I just honestly thought AtGames was trolling us. I didn't think this was real. I mean, it's kind of good news. Like whenever something does go up for order, it'll be in stock until it's sold out. But what's interesting is I don't know how many items are they going to get. So for instance, like one of the items that they've made clear that'll be coming out like this in this fashion is going to be this new 4K arcade machine. And I don't know who designed this thing. Whoever designed the side panels on this thing really, really needs to be taken out and beaten with a bag full of soap bars, like Irish Spring soap bars in a pillowcase. I don't know if Michael B's still here or not in the live chat. But they let us know, hey guys, check this out. We're coming out with the Legends Ultimate 4KP. It's going to be coming out Q4 2024. They did not give a release date. They just said, hey guys, it's coming out Q4 2024. And this thing, they're not going to put up for pre-order. And it's interesting to me because, you know, if you have a whole bunch of machines go up for pre-order, you kind of know how many to build and all that stuff and then release them. Like, what is AtGames going to do? Are they only going to order like 500 of these? Are they going to build 1,000 of these? Like, are they going to build 10,000 of these and hope they sell out? Like, it's interesting that AtGames is going this route. I don't know if it's going to be successful though for them or not. You will have to admit, when you do pre-orders, you kind of get an idea as to how many of these things are going to sell, right? You kind of get that idea, right? So this is interesting. So whenever a few hundred of these arrive in Q4, they'll put them up for pre-order, and then it'll be a race to get your orders in. And then, you know, the item will ship out hopefully within a week. So it could be good. It could be bad. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, we still know pretty much we've gotten some information. It's going to have the Vibs board and, you know, some games that are going to be included on it, but we really still don't know all the details on this particular product yet, and including the pricing. But as far as we know, this thing is going to be definitely over $1,000, guys. So just a heads up there. Everything that I've heard, all the rumors, all the information I've seen, they're going to be charging over $1,000 for this for this machine. So just a heads up there, guys. We are no longer in 2018, 2019. This is no longer the $300 arcade hobby. In fact, it hasn't been for about 3 years. 3 or 4 years. This hobby is no longer the $300 arcade hobby unless you happen to buy something on clearance or aftermarket. So in this day and age, guys, you ever hear the phrase, you got to pay to play? You got to pay to play. Well, that's what's going to be happening here. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the idea that you place an order and you'll get the product within a week? Or would you rather pre-order knowing you got your spot locked in and you'll eventually get it, right? Because what if they only ship over like 3 or 400? Unless there's like a continuous flow, like I could see people like waiting and waiting and waiting. Like AtGames, I'm just shocked because let's be honest, guys, AtGames doesn't do what Arcade One Up did, where Arcade One Up built like 3-4 million arcade units. Like they're not going to build 3 or 4 million of these, right? How many are they going to build? Maybe 10,000 or less. Who knows, right? So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I don't like. I just don't know how to take it. Like I'm just. I think it's cool because it reminds me of back in the day. There was always something in stock. You didn't back then. Stuff got released. We didn't do pre-orders, and now we're doing. Now we're getting away with it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes for people. Let's see here. Even less people will want to order the 4K AtGames Legends Ultimate than the high def. Reverse direction or your effed AtGames. I don't know what you mean by The high def. Are you talking about like the standard? Like these? As far as I know, these sold pretty well for AtGames. They didn't sell a million of them, but between I heard rumors that they sold well over six figures of their products. So not seven figures, but six figures. So apparently these did well for them. All these products back here. Like if you add them all, like all the SKUs up together. I hate waiting 6 months. Ed, he likes the pre-order idea if you're getting a deal. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, are they gonna say, okay, guys, the Legends 4K Ultimate, the 4K AtGames Legends Ultimate's now in stock. And guess what, guys? It's gonna be, let's just say $800 for the next 24 hours. And they're gonna and if they sell out, they sell out. If they don't, they don't. Right? Like they could do stuff like that, right? I still think they'll do sales. Like, I don't think they're just going to come in and say, hey, it's available full price. I mean, most people buy AtGames stuff on sale, including their software. There's a lot of people out there that wait until the software, the pinball packs, the game packs, excuse me, until all of those go on sale at a discount is when they pull the purchase. Because let's be honest, guys, they're charging a lot of money for this pinball stuff. I mean, a lot of money compared to uh, other platforms. They gave us a nice little roadmap. It's nice to see this from AtGames of upcoming releases. This is something that a lot of people have been asking for. Like, you told us these games are coming. The games have technically already been announced. Well, when are they expected to come out? Now, here's what's interesting is, will AtGames hit these target dates or will there be delays? The only thing I could tell you guys is historically, there's no arguing it. Historically, AtGames has only met their deadlines a handful of times. But when it comes to missing their deadlines, they've missed their deadlines bushels and bushels and bushels of times, right? We've anyone who's been following AtGames the last 5 years along with me, you guys know this to be true. There's no arguing it. Now, recently over the last year, they have been much better at hitting their deadlines and getting products shipped and software released. But I still wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, on April 17th, this is definitely gonna happen." Whenever I see AtGames make an announcement with a date, I'm always like, "Okay, so it'll be 2 weeks after that." That's just kinda where I am, and that's not dogging them, that's just historically accurate. That's how accurate they've been. But, I mean, taking a look here, $15, you're gonna get your Star Trek pack, so $5 a game, right? You're gonna have to pay $15 for Star Trek: The Next Generation all on its own, unless you pre-ordered it at a discount. Twilight Zone, $15, and then the Godzilla versus Kong mini pack, which has those 3 Godzilla games. These games are all gonna be coming out over the next, couple of months. So just a heads up there, guys. Now, here's the other question too, is what is the performance of these games gonna be? Now, we have April 17th, guys. That's only 2 weeks from now. So if you think about it, it's like 15 days. What is the performance of these games gonna be? They still haven't made an official announcement saying, "We have fixed Adam's Family, and here's the date that the fix is going in," or, "Hey, guys, we put the fix in." They very quietly, during the last firmware update, there were some noticeable improvements made to the Adams Family, but is it perfect? Is it where it should be? No, it's still not there yet. It's probably as good as what the Snoopy game was, right? You guys remember? They released Snoopy, and Snoopy was better than Adams Family when it came to performance, flipper delay, issues like that. Is it exactly where it needs to be? No, it's not there. Is it much better? Yes, it is. So kudos to them for putting an update in and getting it better, but it's still not perfect. It's still not, in my opinion, prime time. So the question is in 2 weeks, are the Star Trek games going to be plagued with those issues? Is Twilight Zone going to be plagued with those issues? Is Godzilla going to be plagued with those issues? I have we'll have to wait and see, man. I'm kind of hesitant myself right now to order any more Zen Studios games until these games actually come out, are tested, and verified that they run the way they should. I should be having the same experience that I do playing those games on other platforms. That my PC or my PlayStation 5 that run these games pretty well. I mean, yeah, when they came out, they had flipper lag on Steam, they had flipper lag um, on PlayStation 5, The PlayStation 5 is essentially it plays better than the AtGames version. Definitely feels like there's minimal to no lag. So, that's the kind of experience people want to have. So, we'll see. Carl, they did improve the Zen tables. I play them back to back with OTG versions, but you notice they didn't make an announcement saying, "Hey guys, it's fixed." They definitely didn't make that announcement because they know it's not fixed yet. It's not perfect yet. So hopefully, guys, DMod says they have a version they're testing right now that is laggy. I don't know how you know that unless you're working with them on that. Yeah, video games are rough when they come out. What happened to the handheld? Who knows? That's the other thing too, right? So if they're not going to announce pre-orders, are they going to announce new pinball skins? It would make sense that they do. Because someone asked me, they go, well, if they're not going to announce pre-orders anymore, when it comes to, let's say, if they're going to come out with a Godzilla table and they're going to have a Godzilla themed pinball machine, and I'm a big Godzilla fan or King Kong fan, and I want that artwork on my pinball machine. It makes sense to me that what AtGames should do is still announce it and say, hey guys, we are going to release a King Kong themed or Godzilla King Kong themed pinball machine, like King Kong on one side, Godzilla on the other, because that seems to be like what they're doing here, where they have one side is different than the other. It still makes sense to me. They make that announcement, show the renders, let people know that, hey, this is coming soon. But if they're not doing pre-orders anymore, that just means like whenever it gets here, they'll be like, hey guys, we received a bunch of them, put your orders in. But how do they know that they're going to sell? You know how these are limited to like 5,000 each? Like, how do they know? Are they definitely just going to build the 5,000? And what are they going to do? What if only 400 sell? Are they going to sit on 65 or 4,600? You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting thought process. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around it myself, as you could tell. It's like I'm kind of confused, but yeah, it makes sense that they would announce it. Like, hey guys, we are going to release a skin. Hopefully around July they'll be here and you can put your orders in, right? Or who knows, maybe they'll go back to taking surveys like, if we release Godzilla, would you buy it? And they'll be like, okay, guys, we had 600 people say they would buy it, but in reality, maybe half of that actually would. Okay, we need to build at least 300 Godzillas, right? Like maybe they'll end up doing stuff like that. Who knows? It's going to be interesting how they figure out and it's going to be interesting to try to figure out how they're going to pre-plan their inventory moving forward. But then again, we don't work for these companies. We just speculate as to what's going on. So there you go. So at least we got a roadmap on those pinball packs. Those are coming out. And then they also gave us a roadmap for the entire month, which I just wanted to highlight here because they got a few interesting things on here. So they got, we got here new boot up screens. So whenever you turn on your Snoopy or your Peanuts machine, you'll get a fun little Snoopy Peanuts video on your pinball machine instead of the Addams Family screen, which is what I think pops up now. You're going to get that on the Attack from Mars as well. They're going to do some kind of tournament. Interesting. The Legends High Definition, Legends HD fans. I know you guys probably fell asleep during this news broadcast, but take a look, guys. The renovation packs are coming out. Legends HD renovation game packs. On the 12th, they're going to make the announcement that on the 25th, they're going to be released. You see this little thing here? That's supposed to be renovation. That's supposed to be renovation. So why even make the announcement? What's with the announcement on the 12th when it says the renovation game pack updates on the 12th, but we're going to release it on the 25th? Like, you don't need to make this is the only one that needed to be on here, right? Renovation launch on the 25th. I don't know. Maybe they sent the game packs to a bunch of YouTubers to make videos telling you guys how amazing those games are, but we'll see how those are. New Zen Studios Star Trek pack launches. So we got like all the pack launch dates. They're going to be doing a couple of tournaments. Let's see here. Legends 4K retailer updates on the 26th. Looks like there's going to be a sale. So if you guys are thinking about picking up any AtGames products, you might want to hold your money for a couple of weeks. Just a heads up there. Looks like there's going to be a sale somewhere. Could be Amazon, could be AtGames themselves, or it could be another retailer partner they're bringing in who's going to be having some stuff on sale. So just a heads up there. You might want to save your money. Looks like that's going to be going all weekend, actually, the 26th through the 29th. So just a heads up there. Don't be in a rush to buy stuff. 2024 is the year of the announcement of the announcement. There you go. Yep, this roadmap suggests the 4K pinball may be coming to more retailers. And I'm glad you pointed that out. For them not to take pre-orders from us, which is what AtGames usually would do, they would sell directly to us. Does it sound to you like AtGames is now selling to the retailers? Like maybe the retailers are like, okay, you know what? Give us, let's say it's Sam's Club. Give us 1,000 Star Trek pinball machines. And that's why they're like, we're not doing pre-orders anymore. Now they've sold to the retailer. The retailer's going to have the stock. Once AtGames gives it to them, it's the retailer's problem to sell it, right? Like, what if AtGames is switching to maybe the retailers put in some big orders, and that's why they're not going to take pre-orders from us anymore? Because if you think about it, AtGames has pretty much been selling directly to us. Yeah, they occasionally had Sam's Club or they occasionally use Amazon and stuff like that, but for the most part, they were selling directly to us off their website. So yeah, this is starting to make me think that maybe some retailers put in some big orders for some of these machines, which is a good thing if you think about it. That's a good thing for AtGames, good thing for all of us, and all that kinds of stuff. Save your money. You may get 17% off on a surround sound feedback kit. Save 50, but then pay shipping. But keep in mind too that they said on here, guys, they said it's a retailer announcement. A lot of retailers out there offer some kind of free shipping. So hopefully whatever retailer this is that they're partnering with for this sale, Legends 4K retailer update, Legends HD and Legends 4K sale. Hopefully whatever retailer this is, hopefully they have some kind of free shipping method, kind of like Amazon or something. But then again, did Amazon charge shipping on their Legends Ultimate? Like I ordered a few Gamer Pros and Gamer Minis through Amazon and I didn't have to pay shipping. But did any of you guys buy an arcade machine or the high def pinball machine through Amazon? And did they charge shipping? I think they may have. You guys got to let me know. They're partnering with Sears. There you go. Anyway, so what do you guys think? With all the stuff that AtGames announced this week, they're like, hey guys, we're no longer taking pre-orders. We're just going to sell the stuff when it arrives. We'll tell you when it's coming or whatever. They got all these pinball packs coming out. What else? People are receiving Dinosaur Dynasty. They got a whole month of releases. We're going to get lots of pinball games being released. Is AtGames killing it? If you think so, give me a 1 in the chat. If you're a little worried, give me a 2. If you just absolutely hate AtGames, give me a 0. Let me know in the live chat, guys. Me personally, I'm thinking that everything that we've heard the last week has been pretty much good news. Again, I myself am at that point where I'm not going to pre-order any more of the Zen games until I see that they play and run the way they should. Because I don't want to buy them and then wait and wait and wait and wait for them to run well. Because, Magic Pixel can, they release their games on this system and they run perfectly like day one, right? Except for we had like the Taito packs, not the Taito packs. One of the packs had some ball stutter issues, which they ended up fixing pretty quickly. If you guys remember, it got fixed like within a week or two. But minus that, there's like no issues with them, right? So in my opinion, like it's good stuff. It's good stuff. The only thing I'm hesitant on is the Zen games. In my opinion, a lot of people are buying the 4K machine who are entry-level VPN players because they were sold on the idea that coveted Zen library of pinball games, at least 100 pinball games, they would be able just to click, download, and play on their pinball machines without having to set up a PC, without learning VPX, without learning virtual pinball, without learning how to set up Pinball FX3 on Steam, or setting up PC pinball, Pinball M. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted ease of use, right? Ease of use. And then again, there's the hardcore people that just wanted a better OTG experience who are buying those, right? Because you have the 3 HDMI, you can connect your PC, you can get virtual pinball and other stuff running a lot easier on that machine versus that one back there, right? But I think the target customer was the customer who wanted to play the Zen pinball games and just point and click and have a good experience. And the experience has been average at best, if not bad. Hopefully that makes sense. So me, I'm not gonna pre-order anymore until I see it's running good, because I don't want to waste my time. I literally don't want to turn on the game just to find out that it's not running well and then wait 4 months for it to get fixed. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's plenty of games that run great to play. And if not, I'll connect my PC and I'll play those games. Hopefully that all makes sense. Cabinet mode over OTG is so easy with Pinball FX. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a lot easier getting OTG mode set up on this new machine. So there you go. Yeah, I'm not talking about pre-orders. I'm talking about just buying any Zen pinball games. Like, I'll let everyone else out there buy them, play them, make videos saying, "Oh my god, they suck." And you know what I mean? And like, why should I waste my time? I'll wait until I see a bunch of videos out there from people I trust that say the games run the way they should. Because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. There you go. I was sold on easy Zen gameplay, but without lag. There you go. That's the point of these machines, for entry-level VPN players who don't want to connect another device to it. So, I mean, think about it. If they weren't adding the Zen games to this machine, why would you buy this machine? Think about it. If you own a Legends HD and you had all 150 games, if the Zen partnership wasn't included with this, would you have purchased this machine? That's a great question, guys. Let me know in the live chat. If the Zen partnership wasn't included and this was just a 4K AtGames pinball machine that, yeah, it had the 3 screens, but it still had some, multicade artwork on it and just those 150 games, but an easier way to connect OTG, and they were still charging, $1,500 for these without the Zen partnership and the Zen game coming, would you guys have purchased this machine? If the answer is yes, give me a 1 in the chat. If the answer is no, give me a 2. Let me know in the live chat. Like I told you guys, I was transparent from day one. When these things went up for order, the only reason why I got it was because of that reason. So for me, it would be a 2. Like, this machine is fully pimped out. I got solenoids in there. I got sound in there. I got a PC in there. I can run all my stuff. Like, I don't need that 4K machine. And also 4K on a 32-inch screen is it really that special? No, not on a 32-inch screen. So without the Zen partnership, I never would have got the one down there. But because of the Zen partnership and the ability to download and supposedly play these games is the reason why I did. So yeah. Zen artwork, Zen games, all that stuff. And there's like ballpark around 100 of them that are supposed to be coming. So yeah. A lot of twos. Paul's a 0, but Paul's not a big fan. Ray still would have bought one. Kudos to you, Ray. We appreciate the honest opinion. King Ed wouldn't. Joshua, Mitchie are 2s, so these guys would not have bought it. Nope, I modded my HD. There you go. I'd still buy it because I don't care about the built-in games. See, there you go. So there are some people who would have wanted an easier OTG experience who still would have bought it. Because let's be honest, guys, the whole Vibs board thing was kind of stupid if you think about it. Like, it's nice that they gave us an option to utilize the extra screens, but also though, because, they didn't go with HDMI capable screens, they went with those other screens. Like, it's nice they gave us that option to make it happen, but still it was, and then like you drill a hole and you void your warranty. Oh, it's not covered by warranty. This product that we sell, it's not covered. I hope we haven't been Zen boozled. There you go. I've had people comment on my videos saying it'll never be fixed. It'll never be fixed. And then I have people commenting on my videos saying that the Zen Studios will never run the way they should and stuff like that. But then I also have people commenting on my videos saying they can fix it, stuff like that. There's only one man to trust in a situation like this, and that's Mystery Encoder and DMod. We should reach out to them. Will they fix it? What cracks me up is I think half the community thinks that this is a Linux device, and then half the community thinks this is an Android device. But last time I checked, I thought this one was Android. I'm sorry. The new one is Android and this one is Linux. So I don't know if that puts a damper in house, programming options. That's all above my head. So we'll have to find out. I'd rather have a buy stuff back box with Pinbot skin. There you go. Custom skin, better resolution, and easier OTG were selling points. Zen deal put me over the top. Fantastic feedback. There you go. It's a Linux device, but the Zen games run in an Android container on it. Is there a better way to do it, DMod? Is that what's causing the delay? Is that what's causing the lag? Let us know in the live chat. I have so many people that leave all these comments on my videos, and I was like, how do you guys know this stuff? They must be computer programmers in life. I just play video games, man. That's as far as I go. Let's see what D-Mod says before we put a pin in it. D-Mod, he's part of Team Encoder. If you can trust the words of anyone out there, it would be these guys. And also, yeah, the 1099 sale, that's pretty good. That was pretty good in my opinion. We got it for what, $400 off, some shit like that. Let's see what D-Mod says. Excuse me, guys. I'm all congested. It's been raining here in Arizona, and like my allergies are acting up. Nerds. Yeah, a bunch of nerds out there, right? They know all this stuff. Anyway, real quick, while we're waiting on that to come in. So, we're going to be working on Primal Rage. We're going to have Super Game Room dudes on Friday without Nostalgia. After Primal Rage, we're going to finish our Weeko Big Top. Got to get these projects done. Go play Kangaroo. Join my Discord. Have fun playing Kangaroo. Post your results in my Discord for Kangaroo. I'll set up another pinball tournament probably in the next day or two. Here we go. I ran the Arcade 1-Up games in that Android container, and it lagged as well. So there may be some virtualization overhead they are working on. There you go. Thanks so much, Demon. Well, either way, in my opinion, I don't think it's never going to be fixed. It's just taking time. It's just taking time. Boom, boom, boom. No nostalgia, no watch. Come on, Toxin. We still got Detroit love. Have Shiloh join Friday? Does he have anything to announce? I've been waiting for New Wave Toys and Glenn to announce whatever this project is, and now I feel like it's never going to happen, man. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some delay due to licensing or whatever, but at some point you just kind of give up. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of give up on being excited. Yeah, I was pretty excited thinking that New Wave Toys and Glenn were going to announce some cool looking, almost full size arcade machine at an hopefully affordable price tag. And hasn't happened yet. So I feel kind of defeated there, guys. I feel kind of defeated. Let's see here. 2024, the year of lowered expectations. There you go. I like John. He makes good content, but his tutorial on setting up OTG mode was incorrect. So, people make mistakes. No nostalgia, so I'll watch things. Oh, Charlie Chuck, be nice. Be nice. Dude, I've made plenty of mistakes in my videos. It's pretty funny if you go back and try to edit yourself. Okay, let's see here. Shiloh is still finalizing a licensing related issue causing a delay. I hope that does work out, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. After so much time, I'm kind of like just not as jazzed to hear about what they have to say. Like they need to say it for me to get excited again. Like I just kind of feel defeated at this point. All right, there you go. Surround sound kit. Yeah, if you don't know how to do it, get a friend to do it. And it looks like he's going to have his brother install his surround sound kit. Okay, good stuff, guys. All right, we're just dragging this on. Holy shit, it's been 90 minutes already. My. My, oh my, how time flies. All right, do me a favor, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, I definitely want to hear your show feedback, comments, reactions below. Let me know what you think. Should we just leave 1943 alone, or should we just put that coin door and fix that J panel on that everyone's been hoping for? Let me know what you think about AtGames news. Sounds like AtGames is going big time, in my opinion. Sounds like they got a lot of great deals in the works. They're not taking pre-orders now. Now it sounds like these are going right to a retailer, potentially, and you'll just be purchasing from them when the crap's in stock, right? Lots of new releases and updates and things coming out. Lots of new pinball games. Like, it's crazy. Definitely let me know what you guys think about what's going on in this crazy world of video games. Give me that thumbs up on the way out. That's very, very important. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. It's not Monday, but before you go to bed tonight, do me a favor. Hop on your multicades and go play Kangaroo and give it a shot. Even if you like trust me, the first time I ever played Kangaroo, I couldn't get past that first level. You know, it's like Donkey Kong. You know, you got to get up the levels. And I was trying to figure it out. And I got mad. But then I learned how to punch. I learned how to jump. I learned how to duck. And I learned the timing of the damn apples that the monkeys throw at you. And if you just give it like 20 minutes, you will learn that Kangaroo is a fantastic arcade game. And that's why Kangaroo is this week's arcade game of the week. Join the Discord and post your results. I'm also going to do a live stream playing Kangaroo, showing you all the tips and tricks I learned to make it from level 1 to level 2. I'm just kidding. We can get a little bit further than that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys real soon. You guys have a great night. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.